Lemonada.
You're listening to this podcast, so I know you've got a curious mind. Here's a helpful fact you might not know yet. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $900 on average. Pop over to Progressive.com, answer some questions, and you'll get a quick quote with discounts that are easy to come by. In fact, 99% of their auto customers earn at least one discount. Visit Progressive.com and see if you can enjoy a little cash back.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $946 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2024 and May 2025. Potential savings will vary. Summer, it's when we share more time, more memories, and more photos. And at AT&T, the iPhone 17 Pro is your summer essential. Its center stage front camera auto-adjusts the frame to fit everyone into group selfies. You don't even have to turn your phone.
And AT&T makes sharing those pics with everyone easy. Right now at AT&T, ask how you can get iPhone 17 Pro on them with eligible iPhone trade-in, any condition. Requires trade-in of iPhone 15 Plus or higher, excludes iPhone 16e and 17e. Requires eligible plan. Terms and restrictions apply. Subject to change. Visit att.com/iPhone or visit an AT&T store for details. I'm Gretchen Rubin, and this is A Little Happier. I love a teaching story. All too often, these stories end up being apocryphal, but sometimes they're actually true. Here's a story I heard in law school. The version I heard was told with a lot more drama, which turned out not to be exactly accurate. But the actual story is very interesting. As the story goes, it involves the Citicorp Center building here in Manhattan, not far from where I live. It's a 59-story tower now known as 601 Lexington Avenue. The structural engineer for the building was William J. Lemasurier. As the story goes, in the late 1970s, an engineering and architecture student called Lemasurier's office with a question about why the tower's support columns were at the centers of the sides rather than at the corners. Thinking about this student's question got Lemasurier to consider the wind bracing logic of the building, and when he did, he found something alarming. He worried that because the tower's unusual bracing system had been calculated mainly for perpendicular winds, quartering winds, that is, diagonal winds striking two faces, could put larger loads on some members. This issue became much more worrisome because the joints had been changed from welded to bolted connections. In Lemasurier's analysis, he calculated that if the tuned mass damper lost power, a severe enough storm might have a roughly 1 in 16 annual chance of causing failure. His concern was real enough that Citicorp and engineers arranged for steel plates to be welded over the vulnerable joints. Here's an interesting postscript. Modern wind engineering reassessments have challenged the traditional claim that the tower was actually in danger. So maybe the emergency retrofit wasn't necessary after all. For me, this story holds a few lessons. First, we should be willing to hear and consider constructive questions, no matter what the source. Second, and this is important to me as a creative person, is never to feel that I'm finished with something, that it's beyond editing or improvement. I might not be able to make a change to a published book, but in my mind and in my notes, I can continue to perfect my thoughts and words. I'm Gretchen Rubin, and I hope this makes your week a little happier.
This Father's Day, when you ship UPS Air at the UPS store, your items arrive on time or your money back, guaranteed at no extra cost. It's like the father of all shipping services. It shows up to the airport way too early, just to play it safe. It's overprotective about all the things that truly matter. And it's always prompt, especially to be with family. Make it your first choice to celebrate your dad. Ship UPS Air with our money-back guarantee, exclusively at the UPS Store U.S. retail locations. Visit the upsstore.com/airshipping for full details. Terms and conditions apply.